This is your last chance to get this ultra rare double platinum trophy in Hood, Outlaws and Legends. Let's now talk about why. Almost over a year ago, I got an early copy to review Hood, Outlaws and Legends. At that time, game could be described like famous sentence in Chernobyl TV show. Not great, not terrible. However, since then, they fixed game a lot, but even with that, something is missing, and that something is player-based. At launch, we had a lot of connectivity issues, but 1 year later, not too many players are playing this game. You need at least 8 players for 4 versus 4 mode, or 4 players only for one mode where you play against NPCs all the time. It is important to know that in this mode you cannot earn all trophies needed, because you will need to defeat some players for certain trophies. But what is also important is that game is now on PS Plus, and it is also an ultra rare platinum for now, which means we have that player base that we need, but that will last just for a short amount of time. Even now, with a lot of PS Plus players playing, I sometimes need to wait 3 minutes to start the game. It is not everything grim as I present. Sometimes I start to play in around 20 to 30 seconds. It all depends. But when there was not that player base, I usually waited 3 to 5 minutes, and also you need to then enable crossplay, and you are often playing against PC players, which is really not ideal. But nowadays, with PS Plus on, you often play with PlayStation console players, and that is your greatest chance to earn this trophy. Let's now quickly go over trophy overview, but I must say this, I started playing this game once again 1 year later, when they added another character. To finish some trophies you only had to finish with 4 characters. I am not sure yet now if the character number 5 counts into that trophies. I am going to platinum this game, at least I hope so, and if I do, I will tell you down in the comments what it is. My opinion is that it counts, so you don't need anymore to collect everything for only 4 players, you now need to collect everything for 5 players. So that is the advantage you had if you started to play and platinum this game on its release. So for the trophies, very important thing, just the first, you will need to win at least 140 matches in total. With every character you need to win 35 games in order to unlock trophy The Ballad Ends, for piecing together all legends. By going for that trophy, you will easily unlock all other trophies without any problems. You need to reach rank 10 with 4 different characters, now probably 5. Each time you play with certain character, you gain XP by doing objectives in the game and just winning the games. Again, by doing all this as a player, you will automatically reach rank 100, needed for trophy A Living Legend. For the trophy Assassin's Greed, you need to steal 100% of trinkets. You can get this trophy by winning matches and killing royal guards, NPCs in the game silently, without them being aware or anything. At every moment in your headquarters, you can check your progress with legends and trinkets. There is a lot of miscellaneous trophies that you will get without even knowing. They are mostly related to basic gameplay and doing everything multiple times. Examples are trophies for being executed by sheriff, owning all capture points at once, successfully extracting chest, stealing chest and winning after certain progress of other team. So yeah, just trophies related to basic gameplay and that you will get probably automatically without even knowing. Also, you need to reach your hideout rank number 10. Every time after a match, if you win, you get to choose where the money goes, to your pocket or to people. If you choose all the money to go to people, you will upgrade your hideout much faster. But upgrading hideout does not really offer you anything more, just better clothes and better looking weapons. So I would always go for money, because you will need money for spending $20,000 or coins on everything in the game, and you can spend the coins or on abilities or skills for characters. Lastly, since every data is gathered online, once you finish your platinum, you can just start your PS4 version and the trophies will auto-pop. But just be aware, some users are warning us that if you start to play PS5 version and earn some trophies and then start to play simultaneously PS4 version, you will be locked out of all platinum trophies, because some progress is different if you play on both versions. So I would definitely recommend to get the platinum on one version, PS5, which is now free and better version of the game, of course, and then go back to PS4 or vice versa. Let's now quickly go over how to play. At the beginning of the match, each team starts from its starting point. The main goal for both of them is to find the sheriff. The sheriff does not have a fixed location on the map, nor it is visible at first. On the way to the center of the map, you come across NPCs. There are two types of NPCs, ordinary guards and knights. You can kill ordinary guards in 2 to 3 moves, or any player on the team can make an assassination if he uses stealth. So if you sneak up on guard behind his back, or even a knight, you can kill him. On the other hand, if you get into a fight with a knight, he is quite a tough opponent, and it is very likely that he will kill you. It has an incredibly large health bar, while there is also a great possibility that while you are dealing with him, the opposing player will just sneak up from behind and kill you. Once you come into sight of the sheriff, his icon will become visible. The player who takes the sheriff's keys gets special points at the end of the round, and he is the only one who really sees the location where he has to go with the key. Other players can only follow him, they don't see the location of the vault. At that point, the following will happen. The players of the opposing team see the key icon and how far the key is from them. If the main entrance closes, you need to look for alternative paths like ladders and ropes to get to the other side of town or village. The first dynamic session, let's call it like that, is exactly when you run away with the key and the other players follow you and hunt you. That is, if you are a hunter, you are hunting other players. During that fight, a lot of interesting things can happen depending on the team and their strategy. Some players may choose to guard and protect the player carrying the key or chest. Some players go into open conflict with other players in order to draw as much attention to it as possible. Also, if you defeat a player who is chasing you, you will at least temporarily remove them from that area. Another way of outsmarting is checkpoints. At the start of the game, you only have 2 checkpoints, the places where you show up when you die. During the game, that number grows to 4. It is a good strategy to get a couple of key checkpoints. In this case, players will have to start from the starting point of the game. It is important to kill all the players who attack you and save the chest. Then you have a huge advantage. The players of the opposing team will then be lost, they will not be able to find you easily, and you will have a time to determine in which direction you want to go. When you have a chest, you will see 3 places where you can go and pull that chest out of town. The closest ones are also the most favorable, but this is not always the case. It all depends on the map. This brings me to the last dynamic session, which is the chest withdrawal. Everything will attack you, from sheriff and guards to knights and players. Your goal, to spin the winch and be the last to cross the draw point. So yeah, this is basically how you play the game. You can get to know each classes on their website or during your gameplay. I highly recommend that you try and play the game, and you will then get to know the classes the best way possible. And yeah, this is everything I wanted to talk about today. Overall, I would say it is not hard platinum, it is actually very easy platinum, just a grindy one. Because some matches will last for around 15 to 20 minutes, and then you maybe win, you maybe not. So if you're going for wins and you don't get often wins, then it will be a pretty grindy one, but it is not really hard. Everyone has an equal opportunity, let's say it like that. I enjoyed this game a year ago and I am enjoying it still now. Pretty nice and exciting gameplay overall, and it will definitely not be boring for you. Also, the graphics on PS5 look amazing. I like also the haptic feedback that they put into the game. So basically, I would definitely recommend you guys to play this game. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful, and of course, see you in my next guide.